Anna in lane 1 with Emma Freitag, Claire Benzman, Kaylee Knurr, and Mackenzie Cole. 4:45 is the seat. Columbus Grove in lane 2, Taylor Ellebrock, Morgan Deffenbaugh, Abigail Gladwell, and Lauren Benrow. 4:35. Botkins in lane 3, Emma Koenig, Kelsey Burmeister, Jill Greavy, and Adriana Judy. 4:28, they're the fastest in the field. Delphi St. John's is in 4 with Josie Schulte, Taylor Zuber, Cameron Rohr, and Regan Olm. 4:35 seed. Ada in 5 with Olivia Ennis, Katie Butterfield, Ism Tan Riverdi, and Brenna Hissong. 4:37. And Jefferson in lane 6 with Brooke Rice, Emily Diensberger, Madison McConaughey, and Macy Wallace.
All right, and here we come through the halfway point of lap number 1. Tough to tell who's out in the lead.
It really is. It is dark in those corners.
Looks like Jefferson perhaps on the outside in lane 6. They did have quite a bit of a stagger on the other teams in the field to start, but she's holding that lead pretty well, perhaps.
And Taylor Ellebrock has almost caught Botkins in lane 2. Now Botkins getting stronger here. Emma Koenig. Those two have seen each other a time or two tonight. Here's your handoffs. Botkins handing off first, but still in that third lane, so making up the stagger back after Grove had initially made up the stagger, but now here comes the Bulldogs.
Not a good handoff for Delphus Jefferson. We saw them in the lead here in front of the grandstand, and immediately after the handoff, 20 meters behind. So not able to see what happened there, but just not a good handoff for the Bulldogs. It looked like a 103, 104 second split for the lead there with Grove and Botkins, which is a great split for the women's 4x4.
This is a really good sprint we got going on right here between these two. Grove back in front by just a little. Again, those 3,200 gold medal time, school record time for Alyssa Ellebrock, 11:31.57. Erin Downing sets the record of 11:53.8 for the meet. Third place, Liza Asalagia Botkins, 13:07.
And here we go. Looks like Columbus Grove's pulling away a little bit with this one. About a 10-meter gap on Botkins there.
Boy, good race by Anna. They are in the third, passing Jefferson.
Absolutely. Here's the handoff.
I think that's Gladwell taking off with it. For Botkins, we have Greavy as the third runner. Anna in third. We'll see how far they can do. Of course, they won the state meet in this event last year. Only have one returning member from that 4x4 team that helped them win the team title as well.
Looked like about a 106 split there for Columbus Grove with that second leg. So 209 there overall. Botkins, Columbus Grove maintaining the lead. Botkins right there, just 8 to 10 meters back, perhaps closing slightly. Nothing significant though with on that turn with 150 meters to go. Anna in third. And is that Jefferson closing the gap there on Anna?
I think so.
About 200 to go for those ladies. Here we go with 100 left before the bell lap and the anchor leg. This handoff, although it's a 4x4, the handoff is still critical to this race. Columbus Grove opening up that lead a little bit more. We'll see what happens with this handoff.
And the freshman Lauren Benrow, who won the 400 earlier, will take the baton and try and get... That's not her? That's Taylor, okay. That's right, Lauren was the lead leg. So Taylor's had a nice day as well. She's got a gold.
3:17 the time there on the exchange, so about a 108 split.
Look at Botkins.
Closing that gap with gusto. Oh my, she will take the lead here on this backstretch.
Will she have anything left for the final 200 is the question.
That is the critical question.
Wow. Jefferson's in third, Anna fourth, Ada in fifth place. Look at Botkins go. We think this is Adriana Judy.
A 4:28 seed time for Botkins. This might be the reason why they have the fastest seed time in the field. This anchor leg right here, it doesn't look like she's going to cede that lead at all.
She's going just as strong as when she started. Judy just down the stretch.
Pouring it on.
And Grove sitting second still. But Judy, what a 400 for her. Do you have a split on her?
I do not. I want to say a 103, but an unofficial winning time of 4:21 is where we're at there.
A nice win for Botkins. It won't change the team results, though. Columbus Grove ladies victorious. They get the gold at their home meet. Anna will finish second Arlington will probably still be third. Botkins might leap them, though. Did Arlington have any finishers here? They might have been the...
Arlington did not have
So if they don't
a dog
get
in the fight
points,
here.
then Botkins would jump them.
With 10 points for winning that race,
yeah.
Botkins would take third place away from Arlington.
Very impressive job by Botkins.
We'll see what happens with the final scores. Looks like the Anna Rockets taking the lead on this one. I know St. John's is out front of them, but St. John's had quite a bit more on the stagger. Looks like Anna's in the lead here, but we'll find out for sure in this exchange. And there's the takeoff.
I was waiting for that wasn't a great exchange.
Not the best.
St. John's pretty good on the outside. Grove as well.
The side shuffle is certainly not the most efficient way to exchange that baton. Not at all.
That's always how I did it.
And the thing is, the handoff in the 4x4 and the 4x8 really, there's 2 seconds to be gained or lost there in that handoff.
Yeah, very important.
It's a crucial part of the race.
Anna still in good shape, though, leading with Grove second, St. John's third, Ada surging in fourth. Brendan Seeker's official time in the 3200. We passed it along, 10:04.61. Grant Mumaw time for Columbus Grove, 10:41.10. Jacob Ryder of Macomb goes 10:46.90. So coming into this race, Anna has won the title, 128 points. Macomb 79, Grove 70 and a half, Ottoville 45. Anna, nice lead here. Look at the race between St. John's, Grove, Arlington. Here comes Paulding charging, Ada as well.
Andy, one more time, will you give us those the difference between Columbus Grove and Macomb on the score? Because Macomb is not in this race.
8.5 points.
8.5 points. And if it's only 8 points for second, Columbus Grove would have to win this race to overtake Macomb in the standings.
That's correct.
Which at this point, unfortunately for those Bulldogs, Anna is just too far out there.
Anna's got a good chance there to put a 138 on the board for their final score. We do have girls' finals here. The gold medal time for Botkins, 420.50. Columbus Grove, 423.40 for the ladies. Jefferson, 435.30. So Columbus Grove wins with 163 points. That is 100 more than second place Anna.
Incredible.
With 63. 59 for Botkins. They do move into third as we thought. Arlington, 57. St. John's girls fifth with 47. Paulding sixth. Riverdale seventh. Jefferson in eighth.
We have an incredibly exciting race here for second place. Columbus Grove surged on that lap. Handoffs were about even for both of those teams. Going to be tough for Arlington having to overtake Grove on the curve, but they do, expelling a little bit more energy. We'll see what happens with these anchor legs. Who will end up in second? Will it be Arlington or will it be Columbus Grove? We'll see. 300 meters to go. Anna in the lead. Barring something tragic, Anna will take the gold in this race. And in fourth place,
from sixth to fourth, Paulding, I believe.
Perhaps the Paulding Panthers. What a surge! Looks like Arlington's opened up their lead on second place a little bit.
And down the stretch, the Anna Rockets will come.
And an unofficial winning time for the Anna Rockets of 3:39.5. In second place, a surge from Columbus Grove. It will be a photo finish between Columbus Grove and Arlington. We'll have to see what happens there. Paulding in fourth, Ada in fifth. St. John's bringing up the rear.
All right, there you
Arlington.
go. So a great night. Thank you for joining us. Thanks again to Charles River and Spencerville, and a great job by Colin and Zach. For Caleb Berkey, I'm Andy Lynch. You have one more thing to say.
I've got nothing else to say.
All right, nothing else to say.
To our viewers out there.
All right, thanks for joining us, and good night.